I am an event rider based in Scotland. This season we competed up to five-star level, finishing 13th at Burghley. Currently, I'm the highest ranked eventing rider in Scotland, and currently we are in the middle of winter, developing a string of horses ready for the season, which will begin in March 2023. We're now going into our third year with Overlander. One of the main reasons why we linked up with Overlander in the vehicles was because of the reputation. We felt like the company wasn't just going to hand us a product and say, here you go, this is it, like it or lump it. We felt it was a company that was very interested in feedback to create the best possible product for the people who use it. And they'd already worked with very high profile athletes within the industry, listened to their opinions and took them into consideration. And I feel like the product that they built was second to none, and we were very excited to work with them going forward. For the horses aspect, number one is the safety. We love the fact that it's been built without making any compromises, but not to the detriment of the payload. And we love the flexibility of the horse area, the fact that the partition can slide over if you have a big horse or a horse that doesn't travel particularly well in a confined space. Then it can use a double space very easily, and it doesn't take two or three people to do that. It just takes one person to click two buttons and push it across. Likewise, if you're traveling mares and foals, which we often would, very easy to make the space safe and happy for that kind of environment for the mares and foals. Likewise, the back area, loads of space to travel your kit, loads of space to put all your stuff, but very easy to work around it. With the ramp as well being on the driver's side, you access straight into being able to tack up your horse without being on the wrong side. And just small features like the fans, even on the hottest day, the air conditioning in the van is second to none. It's just, you don't get the horses out, they're not covered in sweat, and they look like they've been traveled to the highest of standards. And then for us, the comfort of the vehicle in the front is great. You've plenty hooks behind the driver's seats to hang jackets to keep the place tidy, and it's a super drive. Well, for us, I said before, the key aspect for us is the safety. The fact that there's been no corners cut, and we've used a couple of vehicles in the past where even little things like where the wheel arches are, if you have a bad traveller that's been kicking, pretty much on every vehicle the back wheel arch would be in the space next to the horse's front legs. But in the Overlander, the one thing that you really notice is the fact that if they do move, there's no compromise on the safety, and you feel very safe driving your horses in there, no matter what value that they are. And the other features, the air conditioning, absolutely top notch, particularly on the hottest of days. And that the door in between the horse area and the tack area, if there was an accident and you couldn't get the ramp down, it's very easy to work with to open the space out to get your horse out safely through the back door, which is built to a specific, slightly wider capacity than most doors, so that you do have that extra safety feature if God forbid needed it. Well, we very much look at this like a pre-season for, if it was a football team, we'd very much now be in pre-season. So it's getting the horses in, starting their fitness work, starting their strength and conditioning, and using this opportunity to train ahead of yourself. So thinking about what might be needed for next year. Every horse will be looking to make a step up a level, So it's using this opportunity to just, on the flat work particularly, iron out a couple of things that potentially in the season, when you're just bouncing from competition to competition, you don't have time to go backwards and fix the odd little bits and bobs. So it's very much ironing out the creases, and then training the next set of work that they potentially will need next year. I really enjoy this time of year. We have a lot of fun, and yeah, it's just about trying to get to the new season in the best order possible and surviving the winter as well as we can. I would say don't hesitate. It's the best thing that's ever happened to us. Even if we didn't have the link as such, and be working with Overlander and STC, it wouldn't be a second thought to us to buy one, and that's probably the highest recommendation that we can give the vehicle. Like I say, there is no compromises on safety, and every time I put a horse in it, I'm very comfortable with the journey that the horse is going to have, and I think we've taken every precaution possible to make sure the horse is going to complete the journey as safe as possible. But not only that, as comfortable as possible too. It's really opened up a lot of doors to us. The fact that anybody can drive it. It's not confined to somebody with that HGV or 7.5 ton license. But you're not restricted in terms of space and being able to load the van with all the kit that you need to successfully achieve what you need to do on your competition day. So I think if you want that peace of mind driving down the road, that your horse is as safe as possible, then it's a no-brainer to me.